Alright, we have a janky budget deck this week, but one that is absolutely incredible when it goes off. A deck I'm calling Super Space Cow Combo. Its name comes from the absolutely incredible art on Archon of Falling Stars, which is our key card in this deck. But I mean, look at that. It's some kind of cosmic knight riding a flying cow through outer space. Like, it's just amazing. Mind-blowing psychedelic art aside, Archon of Fallen Stars is a 6-mana 4/4 flyer with the ability, when it dies, you get to return an enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is the key of our combo in this deck. Specifically how it interacts with Kaya's Ghost Form. So Kaya's Ghost Form is a 1-mana aura that says you have to enchant a creature or a planeswalker you control. When the enchanted permanent dies or is put into exile, return it to the battlefield under your control. So the trick is, if we can get an Archon of the Falling Stars on the battlefield, enchanted with a Kaya's Ghost Form, and then sacrifice it, it just keeps coming back over and over, because Archon dies, Kaya's Ghost Form brings it back, Archon, its death trigger will bring Kaya's Ghost Form back, reattach it to Archon of the Falling Stars, and then you just have the same thing set up again. You have an Archon enchanted with the Kaya's Ghost Form, so you can sacrifice it again. They both bring each other back. Sacrifice it again. They both bring each other back. So, if we just do that over and over again, if we have something like Corpse Knight on the battlefield, we can proceed to completely drain our opponent out, do infinite damage, and win the game on the spot. So the other piece of our combo, the sacrifice we need to make it go off, is Woe Strider. So for a long time, Wizards just would not put free sack outlets in Standard, or if they were very expensive. But now they decided not only are free sack outlets fine for Standard, they gave us Woe Strider, which is just a crazy one. Like, they went straight from, no, we can't do Nantucket Husk, to, let's do something way better than Nantucket Husk, which is Woe Strider. So, Woe Strider can just sacrifice a creature for no other cost. You just sacrifice a creature to scry one. And because there's no cost associated, that allows us to go infinite. We can sacrifice, if our opponent has 80 life, we can still sacrifice our cow 80 times and ping them 80 times to kill them. Another way we can take advantage of our combo is Hateful Eidolon. Hateful Eidolon says, whenever an enchanted creature dies, draw a card for each aura you control that was attached to it. So if we have a Hateful Eidolon out and we start sacking our Archon, we draw a card every time our Archon dies. So that allows us to draw through our deck, and if we don't have a Corpse Knight already, we can draw through our deck till we find one, play it, and then kill our opponent. So to pay off our Hateful Eidolon, our Kaya's Ghost Forms do allow us to sacrifice our own creatures or allow our own creatures to die to draw cards off of Hateful Eidolon. But also we have these Mire's Grasp, which is just a pretty decent removal spell, kills a lot of the most important things in the format. And, you know, turn 1 Hateful Eidolon, turn 2 Mire's Grasp to kill a creature and draw a card is a lot of times just like backbreaking enough that it really puts our opponent's deck far behind. We also are running 1 copy of Heliod's Pilgrim. This is something that one can go get our Mire's Grasp, go get our Kaya's Ghost Form if we're missing that part of the combo, can go get our 1 copy of All That Glitters if we can maybe jank our opponent out and do a sneaky win with that. But also it's something we can put Kaya's Ghost Form on, and then when it dies, we get another Enter the Battlefield trigger. It can go get another Kaya's Ghost Form. You know, basically it can kind of chump over and over and over again. Or we can use it to go get our removal, you know, whatever we need at the moment. We also are running Rise to Glory, which is a way we can pull 2 combo pieces out of our graveyard. It doesn't necessarily have to be Cow plus Kaya's Ghost Form, although it can get both of those. It can be like, if we already have a Cow on the field, we can use Rise to Glory to go get a Woe Strider in a Ghost Form, or if, you know, even if we just want to kind of stabilize, we can go get a Hateful Eidolon and a Mire's Grasp to kill one of our opponent's things and draw a card. You know, there's a lot of different ways we can go about it. We can pull a Cavalier out of our graveyard to blow up any permanent. So Rise to Glory is a great facilitator for setting up our combo and just getting some value, you know, kind of just addressing the board situation, whatever it might be. And to fuel our Rise to Glories, we have Mire Tritons. Mire Triton is just a great 2-drop. It's a 2/1 Death Toucher that builds us for 2 and gains us 2 life. So it's just great in a lot of different situations. It's great against aggressive decks because it gains us life. And it's also a Death Toucher. It's great against most green creatures, because no matter how big they are, you know, a Death Toucher takes them out. You know, the one exception to this being Questing Beast, but, you know, not much we can do about that. But against pretty much anything else, Mire Triton's pretty great, and definitely fills up our graveyard for our Rise to Glories, and also for our Elspeth Conquers Death. Elspeth Conquers Death, it's a good removal spell, you know, 5 mana exile, pretty much anything that matters. Then and then on the third counter it can reanimate something, so kind of goes into the same plan with our Mire Triton and our Rise to Glory. But also, Elspeth Conquers Death combos with Archon of Falling Stars. Not quite as powerfully as like Kaya's Ghost Form. It's not like literally an infinite combo to kill our opponent on the spot, but when we hit the third counter on our Elspeth Conquers Death, we can bring back an Archon, and then if that Archon ever dies, we can bring back the Elspeth Conquers Death. 2 turns later, we get to our third counter, bring back Archon, and then if Archon ever dies, we bring back Elspeth Conquers Death. So again, we can sort of loop these together. We can do the same thing, although more slowly, with Cavalier of Dawn. Cavalier of Dawn is basically a stand-in for one of our cows. It's a lot better of a card, but it doesn't have the same combo potential, because when Cavalier of Dawn dies, you return the enchantment back to your hand. So you still can kind of do the Kaya's Ghost Form combo, but it's not just coming back for free. You have to pay 1 black mana because, Cavalier dies, Kaya's Ghost Form brings it back, Cavalier puts Kaya's Ghost Form back into our hands, and then we can pay 1 black mana, put it back in Cavalier of Dawn, sacrifice Cavalier of Dawn again. And it does the same thing with Elspeth Conquers Death, but it doesn't bring it right back. You have to recast it. So it's like, it's not as great for our combo, but it is just way better of a card than Space Cow. As amazing as that art is, Space Cow isn't actually that great of a card outside of our combo. So we have 7 rares and 1 mythic in this deck. We have 3 Elspeth Conquers Death, we have 3 Woe Striders, we have our 1 mythic and Cavalier of Dawn, and we have 1 more rare and Archon of Sun's Grace. This is just another kind of alternate way we can win. Take advantage of the fact that we're running so many different enchantments. It's something we can pull out of our graveyard with Rise to Glory, potentially get back an aura at the same time. But if ultimately you can, this is more of a kind of an optional one. This is sort of a one of fun of. So if you don't want to spend the rare on this, you can probably just put like another cow in the deck, or put another Heliod's Pilgrim or something. So this isn't really necessary. This is just sort of a way to give our deck a little more flexibility. And that's pretty much it for the non-land cards. For the lands, we are running some rare lands, but like always, just run as many as you got. For example, I would run 4 Temple of Silence if I had them, but I don't, so I'm just running Fable Passage. But if you don't have all the copies of Godless Shrine or Temple of Silence or Fable Passage, you can just run these taplands, things like Scour Barrens, things like Orzhov Guildgate. Just run as many rare dual lands as you've got, and then however many you don't, just run the taplands, and it will depower the deck a bit, but you can at least try the deck out without having to commit to a bunch of rare lands. So the only really necessary rares are the Elspeth Conquers Death, the Woe Striders, and the Cavalier of Dawn. In the sideboard, we've got 2 copies of Cling to Dust to help deal with graveyard decks like cat decks. We got 4 copies of Duress to help deal with things like Control, which there seems to be a lot of right now, and things like Fires, things like Wilderness Reclamation. Apostle of Purifying Light is just great against mono black decks, which are all over the place. And black aggro decks. Noxious Grass to deal with Questing Beasts and Disses and other green-based decks. Banishing Light is sort of a catch-all. It helps us deal with if we're up against a deck that has like gods in it. Banishing Light will help us deal with that. And Playcrafter is my one-of against Dream Trawler. This technically gives us a way to get out from under Dream Trawler, but to be honest, Dream Trawler is kind of unbeatable. For our deck, I mean, we can try to hit it with a Elspeth that Conquers Death, but really, if our opponent plays Dream Trawler, we're not in great shape. That is a really hard card for us to beat. But we have this Playcrafter to at least bring in. We can cycle it over and over again by putting Kaya's Ghost Forms on it and sacrificing it. So hopefully we can get the thing off the battlefield. But yeah, that's a scary one for us for sure. So that's pretty much wraps it up. We're gonna head into some games. I'm gonna have a section at the end of the video where I talk about potential upgrades you can make if you already have some of the rares or mythics that I'll talk about as potential upgrades. You can slot them in, or if you want to spend a few more wild cards, you can spin them on those and kind of make the deck stronger. But this deck should suit you pretty well as it is. It's hilarious when it goes off. It's definitely janky. There'll be a lot of times when, if you do play this deck, there'll be a lot of times where your opponent just like counters your combo and you're kind of sitting there with your hands in your lap, But when it goes off, it is spectacular. That's what makes the deck worth playing, in my opinion. So yeah, we'll get to upgrades at the end of the video, but right now let's go into the games. Alright, playing some Super Space Cow combo against Grizzly Bear 1212, and yeah, I guess we keep this. We got some pieces of our combos. It's like kind of a little disjointed here, but we can maybe put it together. We got the Mire Triton to fill up our graveyard. Okay, Azelet, so maybe mono white, maybe Enchantress, hard to tell. Yeah, we'll just Godless Shrine. Okay, mono white life gain is what it's looking like. Mire Triton should be good. Hopefully trade with this Johnny. Although, oh, double Mire Triton's pretty nice. Okay. Mire Triton. So opponent can sacrifice Azelet to let the Johnny's Pridemate survive the combat with Mire Triton. But then we got another one here. Hoping to draw an untapped land. Okay, Heliod is kind of scary. Okay, yeah, okay, sure. Take it. Elspeth Conquers Death can get rid of the Heliod. Okay, untapped land's pretty good. So we will Mire Trident. Nice. Got two creatures, one in our graveyard and a graveyard, which is great. Put Kaya's on our Mire Trident and pass turn. And we're getting pretty close to this Elspeth Conquers Death, which should let us kill this Heliod. Definitely the best thing our opponent has right now. Okay. Sure, Conclave Tribunal to get rid of the Mire Trident. Although we do get it back, thanks to Kaya's Ghost Form. The secret sneaky claws of Kaya's Ghost Form, but it does get it back for us, get rid of the Ghost Form at least. Okay, that got two non-lands out of the way, so we got some cows in our graveyard, which is nice. Okay, okay. Yeah, sure. Opponent can sacrifice to give a protection, which will... But we will get that out of the way, at least. Yep. And... perfect. We will play this untapped. We will... I'm gonna just play the Woe Strider. Pass turn. Here we can block the Mire Triton again, or if he has some reason we don't want to, we can block with a Goat. Okay. Okay, double Dawn of Hope, sure. Turns on Heliod. We can kill that next turn. Sure, so we will block. Sacrifice our Goat. Scry. Nope. Okay, we'll keep the Cavalier. We can do that to get rid of one of their Dawn of Hopes, which is not bad. Okay. We'll get a Swamp. Play our Elspeth Conquers Death. Get rid of Heliod. And pass turn. That's some flavor right there. Elspeth Conquers Death to exile Heliod. We really want a reanimation spell so we can kind of do our combo here. I mean, I think the correct thing to do would be like to go after their Johnny's Pridemate, but I don't want our opponent to scoop. I want to actually combo. So I think we just Cavalier, blow up one of their Dawn of Hopes so they can't draw themselves out of this. Pass turn. No attacks. Yep. We've got all the pieces of our combo here. Okay, Conclave Tribunal. Sure, let's see what they go after. Cavalier of Dawn. Okay, we'll sacrifice Cavalier. Get back Kaya's Ghost Form. This. Put Mire Triton to the bottom. I think we got the combo. I think we've got it. Come on, don't scoop, don't scoop. Come on, come on. We'll take it. No blocks. You got us, opponent. Good job, you got us, you hit us. Oh my god, we've got the combo. Space Cow! It's happening! Oh my god, Space Cow ahoy. And this is it, ladies and gentlemen. We got the full combo. We get to draw our whole deck, do infinite damage to our opponent, and that is game. Oh my god. Yes. Put all the triggers on the stack. Get back Kaya's ghost form. Put the Kaya's ghost form on our Archon. Put this to the bottom. Sacrifice our space cow. Get back Kaya's ghost form. Drain our opponent for 1. Put it on space cow. We'll put that to the top. We can kill our opponent a little quicker that way. Sacrifice space cow. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Oh my god. It's everything I dreamed. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. This is the best. We've got a cow in space just killing the crap out of our opponent. Yep. And our opponent's being a real champ, letting us play it all out. Sacrifice space cow. They said good game. We will good game back. Oh, yes, space cow. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh, that was incredible. Oh, wow. Okay, okay, okay. Against the mono white devotion, huh? So we'll bring in the Noxious Grasps. Man, that was amazing. Go down. Let's see. And all that glitters. Maybe one of the Archons, and run it like that. Oh, it was everything I dreamed. That doesn't matter what happens for the rest of the video now. That was golden. I am content. We get to see Space Cow in all of its transcendent glory, sailing through space, mooing, drawing us cards, killing our opponent. Oh, it's beautiful. We will not keep this. All right, that's much better. We'll go down. Go down a Fabled Passage. Okay, yeah, we will swamp Hateful Eidolon. Pass turn. Alright, yeah, opponent gets the Dawn of Hope. I guess we should have probably brought in the 3-mana remove anything spell to deal with stuff like that. But I guess we just Corpse Knight here. Attack, fast turn. I mean, we're gaining life too, so let's see if they got a Heliod. They do not, but they do have an Ajani Pridemate. Mire Triton at least makes that Pridemate look a little silly. This Mire Triton's been pretty good. Yeah, we will pay 2 life, play Hateful Eidolon, play Mire Triton, gain 2 life. Okay, that's a good card to put in our graveyard, and we'll pass turn. So really, the best thing we could draw here would be like a Mire's Grasp, I think. That would be amazing. Okay, Azelet of Life's Bounty. Little concerning. I think we block with everything. I mean, he can give it protection, and it can kill one of these things for free. Hopefully there's no way to, like... Hopefully he's not running, like, a pump spell. Sure. Okay, so it does get to kill our Corpse Knight, but now he doesn't have the protection against Mire Triton, and that can kill this Pridemate no matter how big it gets, so... Ooh, okay. I think we do play Woe Strider here. And... pass turn. We can sack this goat, try to find a Mire's Grasp. I think that's what we really want more than anything. I guess we should have attacked with our Hateful Eidolons, actually. We won't be blocking with them in all likelihood. Alright, there's a Conclave Tribunal. Gus going after this Mire Triton. Oh, the Woe Strider. Yeah, okay. I guess I should have sacked the goat. Get the Scry. Probably don't need this goat for anything else. Yep. Well. Alright, so we're live to pretty much any draw in our deck at least. No attacks. If we draw like Mire's Grasp, we get to draw cards. If we draw land, we have to play Elspeth Conquers Death, get back our Woe Strider. You know, pretty much anything in our deck is a good draw at this point. So, yeah, we should be okay. Yep, his Pride Mage's getting bigger, sure. Opponent draws 2. Ugh, well, I guess not anything would be a good draw. Yikes. Alright, okay, fast turn. Yeah, we're, not hitting that scry might have been bad news for us. Yep, opponent gets in. Just for 2, draws a card. Come on, land. Okay, land's good. We can play Elspeth Conquers Death. Get a swamp. I think we have to go after this Angel of Vitality now. And pass turn. We do get to get back this Archon of Sun's Grace, but we're taking a lot of damage here. Johnny's Pride Mate. Sure. Oh, another Angel of Vitality is scary. Oh. Okay. Let's see what that goes after. Elspeth Conquers Death or Mire Triton. Looks like our Mire Triton. Okay. So we're just gonna be chumping with the goat. Chump. Woe Strider's pretty good. We will attack, gain some life back with these hateful Eidolons. Play Woe Strider. Ping our opponent twice. Ping our opponent 2 more times. Now we can chump with this goat and sack it. Scry, try to find something good here. We do get back our Archon, so there's a lot of good things we could get off the top of our deck here with an Archon on the battlefield. Archon will lock down these flyers, which is how we're mostly dying here. Hopefully they didn't find removal for a... Kinda looks like they're looking at creatures to... Okay. That's not a big deal. Sure. Worst thing they could have here is another Conclave Tribunal. For sure. Uh-oh. I don't like that they're targeting their own creatures. It makes me think they have another Tribunal. It should be really... No! Oh my gosh. Wow, that's really bad. Wow. Yep, that was the perfect card, unfortunately. Yikes. Alright, opponent gets in. Yep. Grows the Pride Mates. Yep. Okay, we block with the goat. And that's all we can do. So we'll just sack the goat. Try to scry something good to the top. Not a land. So we keep scrying. I guess so. I guess we sack one of these Corpse Knights. They're not super important. Yeah, put a land at the bottom. And then we'll just draw here. Ah, another land. Okay. 3 lands in a row is gonna kill us. Alright. Okay, so our opponent had that perfect Conclave Tribunal. If they had just missed one turn with that Conclave Tribunal, we would have been in pretty good shape, but c'est la vie. So we'll definitely go up these Banishing Lights, which we should have done in the first place. We'll go down... I guess we'll go up a Playcraft or 2. We'll go down... maybe 1 Elspeth Conquers Death. They've got a lot of low drops we care about. Go down a Rise to Glory and go down a Corpse Knight. We're not likely to just drain them out, so... Run it like that. Alright, playing first against Grizzly Bear 12-12, and yeah, we'll keep this. We got double Myers Grasps, not much else going on, but I think that's pretty good against this deck. Just being able to kill their payoff card seems pretty good. I mean, if we draw a land, we get to this Woe Strider, and if we don't draw a land, hopefully we draw something 2 mana or less. Go and get a Plains. Opponent knows what we're on, so there's no reason to play coy with our Fabled Passage. Oh, okay, we got infinite removal. Ugh. Alright. Okay, okay. We will Woe Strider. Pass turn. We do get to scry with this goat, which is nice. Heliod, huh? Yeah, okay. We will sacrifice goat. I think we put Fable... Yeah, we put that to the bottom. Kaya's Ghost Form. Alright, I guess we slap that on Woe Strider. Why not? Get in for 2, or get in for 3. Pass turn. We do have this Noxious Grasp to deal with a creature if they cast one. Alright, there's Linden, sure. We will Noxious Grasp that, turn off their Heliod. Alright, another land. Well, we attack. Pass turn. I guess, I mean, we can double Myers Grasp this Heliod to kill it, right? So, that's something. Johnny's Bridemaid, okay. Okay, we will attack with Woe Strider. Takes it. We will Myers Grasp, try to kill the Ajani. Yep, okay, and we will Myers Raiden. So we're just kind of answering our opponent across the board here. Ooh, we would have liked to draw that white land. Yikes. Okay, well, pass turn. We can put a Kaya's Ghost Form on our Myers Raiden and sack it now if we wanted to. Okay, Angel of Vitality, sure. Okay, I guess we just Myers Grasp that as well. Yep. Alright, play Ghost Form on our Triton. Attack for 5. We don't quite have a 2-turn clock, which is a little less than ideal. Vanishing Light, alright, I'm guessing that targets our Woe Strider. Yes, it does. Alright. It does come back because of Kaya's Ghost Form, so... I mean, it gets rid of the Ghost Form, but... Get Woe Strider back. Another Banishing Light, okay. Targeting our Woe Strider. We will sack the goat. This is building up devotion, so they're getting pretty close to turning on Heliod. We do not want a black source. Okay. Archon of Sun's Grace is not bad. Alright. Attack. Pass turn. Things are looking pretty good here. We can't quite kill them because they can make a 1-1 and then draw a card. Okay, Corpse Knight. Okay, now we can kill them. So we will attack with Archon. That was a perfect draw. Play Corpse Knight. Play Myers Grasp, targeting our Myers Triton, and this should be game. We get to... Well, unless our opponent has instant speed removal for Corpse Knight, which I guess is not impossible. Okay, good game. Alright, opponent makes a 1-1, but we make 2 creatures, which is 2 into the battlefield triggers, which means, boom, our opponent's dead. Wow, okay. Whew. So, game 2, our opponent did get us good. We were not able to answer their threats fast enough, but game 1, we got our Space Cow combo, which was everything I could have ever dreamed, and game 3, we just answered them every step of the way. Like, that was... they had probably just as strong as a start as game 2, but we just... You know, we had 3 Myers Grasp. We just really, you know, put them to the test, and they just weren't able to put up as many threats as we were answers, and yeah, took them down. Alright, sweet. Awesome. This deck is hilarious. Super Space Cow combo achieved. Cross that one off the bucket list. Alright, playing Super Space Cow combo against Warpath Crust, and I think we keep this. If it's a creature deck, we're happy. Okay, it is a creature deck. We're happy. Yeah, we'll just play Swamp here, pass turn. So we got, I mean, depending on what they play here, we can either kill it or go with Mire Triton. Okay. Let's see what they take. I honestly don't know. I guess it depends on what they have coming up next. They may just take a Mire's Grasp just to get a removal spell out of our hand. May go with Mire Triton just to take our only castable creature, because, I mean, Mire's Grasping at Gutterbones is pretty anemic, right? We probably won't even do it. Could also just take Cavalier of Dawn as our strongest card. It isn't a straightforward choice, that's for sure. Okay, opponent finally decides on taking our Cavalier. Okay. I think we... Yeah, we'll just play Corpse Knight here. Get the drain going. Next turn we can Heliod's Pilgrim. Potentially. I think going to find another Mire's Grasp just to fill up on removal is probably fine. Or if they play something too scary here, we can just kill it. Yeah, opponent gets in. No blocks. Okay, our opponent does nothing. I'm guessing that means they have something like a Murderous Rider? Okay, I think... Man, if we had another Black Source, we would probably just Hateful Eidolon plus kill something. But I think instead we'll just Heliod's Pilgrim, drain our opponent, go get another Mire's Grasp. Do we want all that glitters? Nah, let's just take a Mire's Grasp. And if we draw another Black Source here, we'll be pretty happy. I mean, we will totally kill a Gutterbones if we get to draw a card off it. Like, that's pretty good value. Sure, opponent gets in, take it. Okay, opponent does nothing. Well, I guess we just attack. I don't know, maybe they just don't want to run stuff out in these Mire's Grasps, I don't know. I don't know what our opponent's plan is here. Okay, play Mire Triton, gain some life back. Okay, and we got 2 non-lands out of the way, which is great. Hopefully getting ourselves closer to a Black Source. I mean, any land gets us closer to Elspeth, Conquer's Death, but we really want a Black Source here to unlock our Hateful Eidolon plus Mire's Grasp in the same turn. I'm kind of afraid to just play out Hateful Eidolon and get it like killed by a Murderous Rider or something. Alright, there's the Murderous Rider, sure. Yep. We can kill that with a Mire's Grasp if they just play it out next turn. Sure, opponent gets in for 2. I guess maybe we should have gotten to all that glitters off of Heliod's Pilgrim. Just because we have this mana situation, we could go like Hateful Eidolon plus all that glitters on like a, you know, on a Mire Triton or Heliod's Pilgrim just to put the pressure on, do 2 things in 1 turn. Alright, there's a Woe Strider. That's something to kill. Ugh. Okay, well at least this means anything we draw next turn is good. Yeah, I think we just Mire's Grasp the Woe Strider. I think that's fine. See if they sack the goat. They do, which is good. That means we get in for 3 here. See what our opponent describes the top or the bottom. To the bottom, okay. Opponent's had a little bit of an awkward draw, I think, or maybe they've had to play awkwardly because they know we have this handful of removal. I mean, we're winning the race here. They just, not really competing with this Gutterbones hitting us. May just get back the Woe Strider this turn. No, they don't have enough cards in their graveyard. Never mind. Yep. Sure. Hits us for 2. So any land is great here. Black land is fantastic, but any land will do it. Okay, well, we're never going to draw that other Black Source, but maybe we don't need it. We'll just Elspeth Conquer's Death, gets rid of their lifelinker, hit him for 3, get him down to 4, and I mean, I mean, we can reanimate like a Woe Strider or a Corpse Knight, or... I mean, really we're just gonna, I think, tempo them out with these Myers Grasp. We've just had removal for all their stuff every step of the way, and this little 2-1's not quite competing. And we've actually got some really good sideboards against Mono Black. We've got the Apostles of Purifying Night, which just shuts down this deck hardcore. So that should be helpful. Okay, Grey Merchant, sure. We can't kill that with a Myers Grasp. Oh my god. Okay, we're just never gonna find that other black source, huh? Okay, I guess we just Hateful Eidolon here. Hateful Eidolon and just pass the turn. Man, if we're really this mana screw is kind of killing us. Let's see what our opponent's got up their sleeve here. Hopefully not another Grey Merchant. That'd be the scariest thing. It still doesn't kill us, but it would be scary. Still can't get back there. Woe Strider. Ooh, Yara. Okay. We can kill that. That's good. That's one good thing here. That opponent gets in for 2. We're just gonna take it. Sure. Okay. Oh, another. And finally, I think we just take. Huh. I think we take the Corpse Knight here. Try to close this game out. The Woe Strider is obviously the better card, but here we will Myers Grasp on their Yara. Kill it, draw a card. We will... I think we'll Ghost Form the Hateful Eidolon. Then attack. That way if they block the Hateful Eidolon, we get to draw a card and get our Hateful Eidolon back. And if they don't, we're at least gaining life back from this Hateful Eidolon. Trying to put ourselves out of Grey Merchant range, although here we're still going to be there because we're going to be at 5 life, which puts us dead to a Grey Merchant. But at least next turn, if we do the same thing, we'll be at 6 life. So okay, opponent does kill it. Get to draw a card. Get Hateful Eidolon. Okay, Rise to Glory. That's good. That should let us win the game next turn, I think. As long as they don't draw a Gary here. Come on. No Gary. No Gary. Don't do it. They can't get back the Woe Strider. Okay. Okay. Woe Strider. That's not gonna kill us. So I think we can win here. Okay, opponent's gonna sack and scry. Looking for another Gary, I'm sure. I think our opponent's supposed to not attack here. Just try to stay alive and drain us out with Garys. We'll see what they do, though. Maybe, I mean, if they attack and we kill something, I guess kill 2 things. I guess what they were considering doing was sacking these 2 to get back their other Woe Strider. Okay, there's Archon, but we don't really need Archon right here. So I think what we do is Rise to Glory. Yeah, we Rise to Glory. Return our Woe Strider and our Kaya's Ghost Form. Put the Kaya's Ghost Form on Mire Triton. Drain for 1. Make a 0/1. Drain for 1. Okay, so we will sacrifice. Go get a Swamp. Myers Grasp the Woe Strider. This should be game, I think. Okay, Woe Strider dies, we draw a card. Go to combat, attack with everything, and that should be game. Yep, opponent blocks. Takes 2, but we get a creature back. Drain him for 1, and that's game. Alright. So we just sort of drained him out with some synergy there. We didn't really combo off as much as we just sort of drained him out. But we have just great sideboard cards for this. 4 Apostles of Purifying Light are great. We could maybe even bring in the Cling to Dust, go after their graveyard. I think for now we'll just bring in the Apostles. The only thing they really had graveyard-wise, I think, was Woe Strider, which I don't know if we need to bring in a whole card just to deal with that. I guess we'll bring in 1 Cling to Dust. Go down to all that glitters, go down one of our corpse knights, go down Heliod's Pilgrim, go down one of the Archons, and go down one of the Mire Tritons. Just kind of trim around the edges, I think. Okay, game 2 against Warpath Crust on Mono Black. We're playing Super Space Cow combo, and this is definitely a keeper of a hand. We have Hateful Eidolon plus Mire's Grasp. Always good against a creature deck, and most importantly we have Apostle, which is just really hard for a Mono Black deck to deal with. I guess this is bringing in 4 Apostles is probably a reason not to bring in Cling to Dust, because they just have built-in graveyard hate, right? So yeah, I think it was probably wrong to bring in that Cling to Dust, so if there's a game 3, we'll take it out. Okay, play the Temple here. Hateful, I guess we'll keep the Hateful Eidolon. Alright, we will play Corpse Knight, pass turn. Okay, opponent Legion sends it, sure. We will play Apostle of Purifying Light, play Hateful Eidolon, and pass turn. I mean, don't really know how they deal with Apostle of Purifying Light. Opponent may have another Legions in to take out both of our Hateful Eidolons, which would suck, but I mean, I still think even then we'd be favored to win with this Apostle. Okay, Hierox Finlurker. I think we will just get rid of the... I guess we'll just get rid of the land here. Okay. Hateful Eidolon. And we are just going to draw 2. I mean, Mire's grasping a Hierox Finlurker isn't the best thing, but, I mean, we're not going to pass up the opportunity to draw 2. Okay, play land, attack, pass turn. We can start Mire Tritining to fill up our graveyard for this Rise to Glory. We already have an aura in there, but getting a creature would be ideal as well. I mean, if they play... Okay. Yep. Get rid of one of the Mire Tritons. Oh, another Hateful Eidolon. Wow. Okay, yeah, we attack with everything. Okay, play Mire Trident. Oh yeah, got a creature in the graveyard for this Rise to Glory. Play Hateful Eidolon. We've got the triple Hateful Eidolon, so we're really hoping they don't have a Legions in. That would be very bad against us. I mean, very good against us, but very bad for us. And if they don't, and we're able to draw a land here, if we can go land, Rise to Glory, get back Corpse Knight, Mire's Grasp, draw 3 cards, oh my gosh, that would be pretty much unbeatable. Nightmare Shepherd, sure. We will not block. Well, here it is. Yeah. Rise to Glory on both. Corpse Knight, Mire's Grasp. We're actually going to put the Mire's Grasp on Nightmare Shepherd, and then just attack with everything. That way he has no good blocks. If we put it on Hierox Finlurker, we would get to draw 3, but I think this might be better. This way we get to attack and do a lot of damage. If they do chump, they're in huge trouble, because then we get to draw 3. Oh, wow. They're actually... Okay. Opponent feels like they got a chump, which means we draw 3. Woe Strider, and okay, Kaya's Ghost Form. And this is looking over. I mean, holy cow. Yeah, this Kaya's Ghost Form plus these Hateful Eidolons and this Woe Strider. We get to put Kaya's Ghost Form on something, sack it, bring it back, draw 3 cards. That's pretty good. Here, Murder Strider is a creature. Okay, we will Woe Strider. Drain our opponent for 1. Drain our opponent for another 1. Play Ghost Form on Hateful Eidolon. Sacrifice Hateful Eidolon. Bring it back. Draw 3 cards. Oh, another Apostle's great. Yeah, sure, we'll leave Mire's Grasp on top. I don't think it matters at this point. We will attack with our Apostle, which can't be blocked. play our second Apostle. Drain our opponent, and pass turn. I guess, actually we probably could have all out attack there, and whatever they blocked with the lifelinker we could have sacrificed. I wonder if we could have won right there. I was thinking we couldn't all out attack because they had a lifelinker, but Woe Strider would let us sack whatever. Let's see. If we attacked. No, I don't think we would have. I think we would have been. We would have got in one more point of damage because they could have block. One thing would get through. We would sacrifice whatever they block. Yeah, so we couldn't kill them there, but they should be dead here. I mean, with these Apostles, Gray Merchant, sure. We do get to gain some life back, but we're at 27, so that's fine. Yep. Alright. We will Myers Grasp, draw 3 cards. We will Woe Strider, drain our opponent for 2, and our opponent scoops it up. So we just completely dominated against Mono Black Devotion there. Just, woof. Yeah, those clerics out of the sideboard just, I mean, we already had a good game 1 against them, but that just, that was brutal. That was pretty much unwinnable for them, I think. So, good. Good to have a good matchup against one of the most played decks in the meta, that's for sure. Alright, sweet. Alright, we will play first, playing some Super Space Cow combo. Yeah, we can't keep this. Not enough lands. Well, I guess we'll keep this, though. We do have a slightly better hand, I think. I mean, we've got a lot of similarities, but having this Myers Triton should be good. I mean, at the worst, we can slap a Ghost Form on that, and, you know, a Death Touch that comes back is not bad if it's a creature-based deck. Eventually, we'll get up to this Oath with Conquer's Death, which should answer just about anything, and then Rise to Glory can help us set up our combo, so play this tap first. Okay, our opponent's on green-black, so maybe that could be a lot of different things. Maybe some kind of food deck, maybe could be even like a ramp deck. I've seen some Sultai ramp decks, you know, in the typical blue-green, but also splashing black for things like Casualty of War. There's a Woe Strider. That's good for us. Okay. Could just be like green-black aggro as well. Like they could just untap into a Questing Beast here, which would be bad for us. We want to play the Ghost Form. I think we just hold on to it and pass turn. Yeah, we're hoping to draw. I mean, if we draw a land next turn, we at least have something to do on turn 5. Okay, so this is Adventures. Sure. Yeah, opponent draws a card. Alright, we're going to need removal ASAP to deal with this Edgewall Innkeeper. Let's see how many cards our opponent draws here. Okay, hopefully just the one then. They have another Foulmire Knight. Okay, just the... Okay, well we've got... I guess we just suit up our Myers Triton here because it is not terrible against our creatures. We'll pass, but our opponent's going to get to draw off this Edgewall Innkeeper again, which is less than ideal. But, hopefully... Oh, another Edgewall Innkeeper is pretty bad for us. Now they can play Lovestruck Beast, draw 2 cards. Yeah. Yep, sure. We can at least snipe one of them if we draw a land next turn. We've got so many 5-mana plays. Yeah, we've drawn like our entire top end here. Okay, at least we drew a land, so I think we do just go after their Edgewall Innkeeper. Pass turn. I think that's how you beat this deck. You just try to go after their Innkeepers. Unfortunately, Elspeth Conquer's Death can't get the Innkeepers, so, like, you know, they can return it back to hand with something like, you know, the Order of Midnight, like that, and they can cast it and blah blah blah, but, I mean, what else can we do? We're not going to be able to beat down, it seems like, so probably we're just trying to combo off here, so we're just trying to kind of stall our opponents out a bit. But the more they draw, the less likely that gets, because they can just start drawing like Murderous Riders, which are going to be really painful for us. Okay. Alright, I think we just Elspeth Conquers Death here. Get rid of the Lovestruck Beast. And yeah, just pass the turn. We can kill stuff and draw a million billion things here, but again, we're just on the sort of try to stall them out until we can combo and kill them plan. I don't think we can do anything else. We are not super far away from comboing here. Alright, I'm just gonna draw 2, sure. Alright, opponent's Murderous Riders or Cavalier. Sure. Plays a Murderous Rider, draws 2. Yeah, drawing no removal has been bad against the double Edgewall Innkeeper start. But this little 2-1 is sort of keeping our opponent at bay. Sure. Yeah, we will take down this, bring back our Mire Triton, build 2 more. Lands, not bad. Okay, so I think what we do here is Hateful Eidolon, Rise to Glory, use both, get back our Cavalier, get back our Kaya's Ghost form, put the Kaya's Ghost form on our Cavalier, blow up an Edgewall Innkeeper, and pass the turn. So we're stalling out as best we can here. If they kill our Cavalier again, we get to get Kaya's Ghost form back to our hand. So we can. They have to kill it twice, basically, in a turn to actually kill it. So that's something, at least. Okay. Alright, there's the Innkeeper, sure. Going all out on the Innkeeper, sure, but they're almost tapped out here. Okay, if they just play this Order of Midnight... Okay. So we've got quite a turn here now. They have to draw 3, sure. Opponent gets in for 2. Oh, Rise to Glory is good. Now watch this turn. This turn's going to be crazy. Alright, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Create a goat. Now watch this. Sacrifice our Cavalier. We get to get back our Kaya's Ghost form. Kaya's Ghost form brings back our Cavalier, which blows up their Edgewall Innkeeper. Hateful Eidolon draws us a card. Oh yeah. Corpse Knight. We don't need another one. So here we're doing the kind of the slow version of our combo. If this was a Space Cow instead of a Cavalier, it'd be even better. But now we can still do it like this. Sacrifice. Bring back Cavalier. Yep. Draw a card. Get back Kaya's Ghost form. Drain. Blow up Edgewall Innkeeper. Yeah, we'll keep the Hateful Eidolon. Play Corpse Knight. Kaya's Ghost form on our Cavalier. And, pass the turn for now. Our opponent scoops it up. Oh! So our opponent went off with tons of Innkeepers, but they just could not keep up with our combo. Wow. Okay, so Green-Black Avengers, huh? I guess we bring in the Noxious Grasps to deal with the Edgewall Innkeepers. I don't think we bring in the Apostle of Purifying Lights. It's only good against like half their deck. Maybe Cling to Dust is worth it to mess up their... Yeah, I guess... Okay, we'll bring in 1 Cling to Dust. We can use that as a gotcha. Bring in a couple Noxious Grasps. We'll go down... Go down one of our Archons, go down one of our Corpse Knights, and go down our All That Glitters. Run it like this. Alright, game 2 against LMS, and This is iffy. I think we'll keep this just because we have answers to their creatures, but it is iffy for sure. Okay, Godless Shrine's not bad. We at least have a white source now. Opponent's scrying away. Sure. Temple of Silence is good for us. Ooh. Yeah, I think we... Yeah, I think we'll keep the Archon. We can Rise to Glory back the Archon plus like a Mire's Grasp. Sure. I think we just Mire's Grasp the Lovestruck Beast here. Because, I mean, we can kill the 1/1, but the chances, I mean, there's so many 1/1s in this deck. There's, you know, the Innkeeper, there's Questing Beast, sure. Oh, our opponent doesn't attack. So do we want to... I think we'll Archon of Sun's Grace here. And if they end up killing it, we can get it back with the Rise to Glory. We could have Noxious Grasp the Questing Beast. Maybe, like, use the second Mire's Grasp on the Lovestruck Beast, but I think this is fine. Yeah, no blocks. Expect our Archon will die here. Leyline of the Void. That's actually really good against us. Okay. What we'll do here is Hateful Eidolon, proc Archon, Mire's Grasp, kill Lovestruck Beast, draw 2, and we will attack for 3. I mean, they took our graveyard plan out of commission here, but we got something pretty good here. We can Noxious Grasp a creature, and we're just making a ton of 2/2 lifelinking flyers. That should be enough just to beat this deck. We got Elspeth Conquers Death to deal. We could use that on the Leyline, right? If we want to. We may do so. Especially if we draw like the other combo piece for our Archon, the Kaya's Ghost form. Then we would probably do it. Oh, brutal. Yep, we get to kill there. The gotcha! The gotcha worked out. Not only do we kill the Lovestruck Beast, but that fizzles the Order of Midnight, so it doesn't go in the adventure. It just goes straight to the graveyard. Alright, Valmire Knight draws a card, sure. We really don't care about this Questing Beast. Like, we've got so much life gain that it's whatever. Sure, yeah, hit us for 4. You got us, opponent. Alright, so I think we will actually go after that. Oh, our opponent scoops it up! Alright, so our opponent just, I mean, our deck just fired on all cylinders there. I mean, geez, we got sort of the mini combo game 1. You see what the combo is, where we could sacrifice the creature, bring it back over and over again, put Kaya's Ghost form on it over and over again. If we did that same thing with our Archon, that would just, we wouldn't even have to recast the Kaya's Ghost form. We could have just sacked it infinitely, drawn as many cards as we wanted to, and eventually put the Life Draining Knight onto the battlefield, and then just kill our opponent by sacking our creature over and over and over again. But we had the kind of slower version of the combo with Cavalier, which is stronger in the sense that we're killing something every time it comes into play, and that Cavalier is just a way better card than Space Cow. But it doesn't have the infinite potential. But it was still enough value that our opponent just scooped up the game. And then in this game, we just they brought in the Graveyard Hate to try to shut down our Reanimator plan. But we were just able to capitalize on our one of here to just make a ton of Pegasuses. And yeah, our opponent. We were even going to be able to unlock our graveyard and try to set up our combo, but we actually just didn't need it. I mean, we just kind of beat our opponent in terms of value. So, yeah, great performance for the deck. Very awesome. Alright, playing against Nachondo, and we're playing Super Space Cow combo. We'll keep this. It's not really combo-y, but it's got a lot of aggressive cards here. Maybe we can just put our opponent to the test. Hateful Eidolon. Pass turn. Corpse Knight. Attack our opponent for 1. Okay, play another Corpse Knight. Drain our opponent. Attack 3. Let's see what they got. Hopefully not Sweeper. Sweeper would be bad. Okay, it looks like they're probably Jeskai. Jeskai fires. A little annoying, but hopefully we should be okay. Okay, hoping for a black source on the top here. Ugh, white source is pretty grody. So we will play a Corpse Knight again. Kill with the fairy, kill our hit our opponent. Our opponent can probably go, you know, can go fires into Wrath here, which is bad. Yep, here it comes. Fires, Wrath, we cry. If they don't have the Wrath, okay, they do. They do. Alright. That's fine, at least it fills up our graveyard. Gosh, we are just stuck on black mana. I think we play Hateful Eidolon here over Cruel Celebrant, because next turn we can Kaya's Ghost Form it, as bad as that is. Okay. Yep. Getting a little mana screwed here, which sucks. But that's what happens sometimes. Okay, finally draw a second black source. Yeah, we'll just go Cruel Celebrant, Hateful Eidolon, pass turn. Hopefully they don't have another Wrath this turn.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Okay. We will go to combat. Our opponent's probably got a removal spell for our creatures here. Attack that's fairy. Ugh. Instant speed, sure. Drain our opponent for 2. Do we just Rise to Glory? I guess we just Rise to Glory. It's better than doing nothing this turn, so we'll get back a Corpse Knight. Pass turn. Maybe we've run them out of action? I don't know. Sure, Cavalier Gills. Alright. Alright. Not bad. Okay, we'll go Mire Trident. Drain our opponent. Gain some life. Then we will Ghost Form on, I guess, Corpse Knight. Pass turn. At least they haven't found their fires yet. That's the one upside of all this. Should be a possibility. Alright, they're digging for it. Let's see if they've got a Wrath. Alright, Deafening Clarion. Ugh, that gives it lifelink, which is a little unfortunate. Ah, we draw a land. Okay, we'll attack. Things aren't looking good, though. We will hold on to this and pass turn. Fires of Invention, sure. Kenrith, and we've got exactly 1 turn or we're dead. I don't know what we could draw here, but it's going to have to be pretty good. Yep, opponent hits us. That was not it, and we'll scoop it up. Alright. So we're against fires. We do have some stuff in the sideboard that'll help us with this. Alright, we'll go up the Banishing Lights for sure. Go up the Duresses. Go up... that's it. We'll go up the Banishing Lights to deal with the fires and the Duresses to try to grab it out of their hand. And we'll go down... Looks like they had a lot of Wraths, so we'll probably go down, like, Corpse Knights are a little less than good. And probably just focus more in on our combo a bit, so maybe go down one of the Archons, go down, I guess the Myers Grafts aren't very good. And And then we'll go down, since we're going down 2 of those, we'll also go down a Hateful Eidolon, and you know what, we'll go back up the Hateful Eidolon. We'll just go down 3 Myers Grafts and run it like that. Alright, play first. Yeah, I don't think we can keep this. Alright, much better hand. We'll go down the Elspeth Conquers Death, even though it's pretty good in this matchup, but we just want to keep the cards we can actually cast here. So, Swamp, pass. Corpse Knight. And rather than run this Woe Strider out into a Wrath, we're going to Mire Triton. Put Ghost Form on, I guess, Corpse Knight. Attack. I mean, this is bad against Teferi. They can bounce the Corpse Knight, but at least we can kill the Teferi with a Mire Triton after that. It'd be a lot worse if we go like Woe Strider and they just hit our creatures for 3 and wipe our board. Okay, looks like they're doing nothing potentially. Okay, Valkyrie, sure, not bad. Do get the Corpse Knight back anyway. Play Temple of Silence. We don't need the Mire Triton. Play Woe Strider. I mean, now they can Wrath and it'll be bad, but at least we got some value out of the Corpse Knight before then. Attack for 4. And at the very least we can scry into hopefully something good. Okay. When it's Fires of Inventioning, sure. Storm's Wrath. Alright, so we will sacrifice Goat. I don't want to land. Sacrifice the Mire Triton. I don't want to land. Sacrifice the Corpse Knight. Don't want an Archon either. So we got 3 cards we don't want out of the way at least. Yep. That was another. Okay. Well, we're playing Woe Strider Tribal, I suppose. We'll exile, 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 and we're actually gonna exile the other Woe Strider. Leave the Kaya's Ghost Form in there, so that we have an aura to get back potentially. And pass turn. Sure, Cavalier of Flame. Draws a card. Cavalier of Dawn, sure. There's our Woe Strider. We will sack the Goat. Scry 1. Don't want another Ghost Form. Yep. Put a bunch of creatures, gets in. Sure, no blocks. Mire Triton. Okay, that is something with Death Touch, which is not bad. So we will play Mire Triton. Mill 2, gain 2. Play Woe Strider. Make a 1/1, or a 0/1 rather, and pass a turn. So we do have a board here. Hopefully our opponent's out of action. That's a land, so 1 card left in hand for our opponent. Let's see what it is. Okay, just gonna pump their creatures. Sure. Opponent attacks. Let's see what they got in their graveyard. Okay, they don't have any enchantments in their graveyard, so I think we just trade with a Mire Triton. Yeah, we'll do that. We will sacrifice the Goat. Archon. Don't want the Archon. We don't have the lands for it. Card. Ooh, Elspeth Conquers Death. Fantastic. Hit the Cavalier. Attack for 6. And our opponent, let's see. They did scry to the top, which is scary, but if it's hopefully It's not a Oh, okay. Opponent scoops it up. Oof, okay. We are able to disrupt them enough to get through their power. Anything else we want to bring in? Maybe I should just go down all these Myers Graphs. I don't know if there's any good targets for them, but it just makes our Hateful Eidolons pretty bad to have nothing. Maybe we go down the... Maybe it's better to go up all that glitters? Maybe. Maybe a Playcrafter. Go up a Playcrafter and run it like that. Well, I guess we keep this. We've got triple duress. It's gonna suck if our opponent has just like all creature hand, but if they have a typical sort of fire's hand, this will be pretty good. Opponent also mulliganed twice, which also helps us a bit. Crack this, he'll get a swamp. Duress our opponent. Oh yeah. We'll take the Fires of Invention. Play Temple of Silence. I'll put that to the bottom. Okay, play Duress. Take Storm's Wrath. We'll play Corpse Knight. Okay, we will play land, Cruel Celebrant. Okay, I'm just gonna Bone Crusher. Sure. Play Mire Trident. Mill 2. Pass turn. And Bone Crusher, sure. We will Duress. Take Revoke Existence, play Kaya's Ghost Form on our Mire Trident, attack for 2, pass turn. Unlocks. Okay, attack with everything, play Hateful Eidolon, pass the turn. The fires. Ooh. Elspeth is a fantastic draw. Hit the fires. Attack with everything. Gain some life back. Now they have to hit specifically a red source. Ugh. Nocturnal Kept, that's a little scary. Land's not really what we wanted to see, so we will attack with our Mire Trident. Our opponent for 2, and pass turn. Next turn we can reanimate something, which will be this Corpse Knight, it looks like. Yep, opponent scries. That is a red source, so next turn the Cavaliers are coming. Yep, opponent hits us. Ooh, Rise to Glory. Get back the... Get back the Corpse Knight. +1/+1. And then we will Rise to Glory on both. Hateful Eidolon, Kaya's Ghost Form. Put that on our Hateful Eidolon. Drain our opponent. Attack and attack. Opponent blocks, okay. We get to draw a card though. Draw 2 cards actually. Drain our opponent. Bring back our Hateful Eidolon, draw 2 cards. Ooh, and we'll go Godless Shrine, untapped, put Kaya's Ghost Form on our Cruel Celebrant. So if they Wrath here, they're dead. And we just got them dead with Woe Strider next turn. So they gotta kill us this turn. And old Cavalier Boy here doesn't do it. Alright, that should be game. Wow. Whew. That was a little scary, but we were able to disrupt him enough. The triple duress hand. So, yep. Play the Cruel Celebrants. Play the Woe Strider, and that's a good game. Trade number 2. Trade him for the last one, and that's game. Woo! So we beat probably the strongest deck in the format. Or, yeah, the Fires of Invention deck is just absolutely insanely strong. Probably gotta be, if not the strongest deck in the format, at least in the top few decks in the format. And especially good against this because it runs so many wraths, so much creature disruption, and it's just such a high power level that it's it's difficult to go over the top. But we kind of did. We kind of just, in spite of what they were doing, we just had so much synergies that we just kind of ground them out of the game. And especially after sideboarding, we could bring in our disruption. Game 1 is pretty rough because we have like Mire's Grasp, which don't really do anything against them. But Game 2, you saw we were able to bring in all those duresses, and it just sort of just completely stripped them of anything to do for the first few turns, and we were able to set up well enough that when they finally could do stuff, it just wasn't fast enough. So, yeah, took down best deck in the format, a deck that's probably almost entirely mythics and rares with our little dinky budget deck here. It feels pretty good. Sweet. Space Cow combo for the win. Alright, and so Super Space Cow combo ended up being a really fun deck to play. Again, it's very janky, but very fun. And when the combo goes off, there's just no no better feeling than to see that cow zooming in and out of the battlefield, just obliterating our opponent. It's beautiful watching. Just look at that art. Like, that's enough reason to play the deck on its own. But now we'll start talking about potential upgrades you can make for the deck. Again, you may already have some of these rares and mythics, and you can just slot them in. Or if you want to spend a few more wild cards, this would be a good place to spend it. So the obvious thing we can do to kind of make this deck better is to just up our number of Woe Striders and our number of Elspeth Conquers Deaths. These are, really good cards in our deck, and we're running 3 instead of 4 entirely because of budget reasons, especially with the Woe Strider. That's just the most clear, obvious way we could upgrade this. Again, we could run another copy of like Cavalier of Dawn too. So just upping the number of the existing rares in the deck is probably worth it if you want to try to upgrade it a bit. If you've already got like 4 copies of Woe Strider for you had an Aristocrats deck or whatever, we're not running 3 out of choice. We're running 3 out of budget. So definitely up those if you've got them. Midnight Reaper might be a good inclusion in the deck, especially if you kind of go more towards the sacrifice theme and just have the combo as sort of an in-game finisher. If you focus more in on the kind of the low curve of the deck, maybe cut some of the Elspeth Conqueror's Death and other high drop cards and just say, hey, we're going to be like a black-white sacrifice deck based around Woe Striders and Midnight Reapers, and then eventually, we have like a couple copies of Archon, and maybe eventually we'll get around to it. Midnight Reaper would probably really shine there. Sort of in the same vein, if you were to focus in more on the sacrifice aspect of the deck, go more black-white sacrifice with just the cow as an occasional finisher instead of the focal point of the deck. Nightmare Shepherd would probably be pretty good. Just exiling, doing something like putting Kaya's Ghost Form on something, sacrificing it, getting it back, sacrificing it again, getting it back as a 1/1 Nightmare to get triple enter the battlefield triggers. That's pretty good. So this would be sort of a different way to take the deck. Again, you probably have to move away a little bit from what the deck is doing currently, more towards a more value sacrifice shell than sort of what we're doing here, but I think it would be interesting. Erebos would also be interesting in this deck. It gives us a payoff for our sacrifices, and it also gives us another sacrifice outlet. Having Woe Strider as our only sacrifice outlet is not the most ideal, so having Erebos as something that we can, it kind of gives us both halves, right? It gives us a payoff if we're sacrificing something over and over again. We can draw a bunch of cards. We can't use it to go infinite because it's not free like Woe Strider is, but we can use it just as a sacrifice. Putting Kaya's Ghost Form on like a Heliod's Pilgrim and then sacrificing it twice to Erebos to get some into the battlefield triggers and kill an opponent's thing. That seems pretty good. So Erebos is probably worth trying as well. And then I feel like I say this every video, but castles, if you got them, you can run them. Castle Locthwain's probably better. This, Castle Ardenville does have some utility in this deck that we can make 1/1s that's like sacrificed to Woe Strider and such. But I think in general we probably want to go with Castle Locktwin. It's just a way to generate some card advantage if we run out of things to do, if we don't have enough mana to get up to our high mana cost stuff. We were in that position a couple times. We had like 4 mana and we just were waiting on that one last land, and it would have been great to be able to dig for it with a castle. So I would yeah, I would you just slot in a couple castles if you got them. Both are probably pretty good in this deck, so just run what you got. So that's going to wrap it up for our Super Space Cow budget deck. I hope you enjoyed watching, because, man, this deck was a blast to play. So this has been 2D, and I'll see you next time.